Go live. Do 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 do. Let's do chat. Go live. Go live. Let me pull this over here like this. Please help me. No hello, no good morning, no nothing. Just please help me. What do you need help with? Um, what do you need help with? Is probably where to start. It's usually the best place to start. But what we are going to do today is we are just going to work. For the most part, I got a lot of stuff that needs to get done, and we're just going to do it together. For example, podcast. I need to make another YouTube video for tomorrow. I also need to do like the 3-minute daily business boosters. But yeah, so we've got some stuff that needs to get done. New post. And we're just going to do that today. Good morning. How's it going, Pinky? Pinky on 10. How's it going? Deal breaker. How's it going? So yeah, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna work. In between me working, if you've got questions, please throw them out there. I'd be happy to answer them. I've got to do podcast episode. The podcast episodes, for whatever reason, are always like really tough for me to do. I don't know why. They take a long time. That's what it is. They take a long time to they just take a long time to render and all that stuff, and then I got to upload them, and that takes a long time. All of it takes a long time. Time. So deal breaker. What is it about affiliate marketing that you need help with? Because affiliate marketing itself is a huge thing to cover. Do you need help getting traffic? Do you need help? Like, what aspect of affiliate marketing are you looking for assistance with? So right now, the plan is to do this podcast, and I believe the topic is going to be the power of content creation and building a brand. Now, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I think it's really important, and I'm going to talk about during the podcast why I think it's important and how to do it properly. And I'm going to incorporate some trending topics, because I think it's really interesting to understand what's happening. Like, we all see what's happening. If you've been on the internet for the last week or two, most likely you've encountered this Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef. And what's really happening is one person is really good at playing the game of marketing and mass marketing, and the other person is not. And that's really the difference in what's happening here. So we're going to talk about that. What type of microphone is it? This is the Warm Audio WA47 Junior. Yeah. 47 Junior. Traffic. So getting traffic. The question that I have for you, and so the reason why I'm asking you, so this is the I don't know if that's flipped, but this is the manual for it. I don't know. So I have to ask you good questions in order to get good answers. Never made one red cent online. Question: I saw your video on your experience with Printify. Would you still recommend it? Are you still doing it? So the way that I had done that Printify with that video, okay, that's in there. I'm not a big fan of print on demand, just in general. It works for some people. If you have your pulse on what's trending, if you have an eye for design, it can work. Anything can work online. It's just me personally, and I hate when people say me personally, because who else would you be referring to when you say me? Me personally, it doesn't, I don't like it. So getting traffic and sales. So what are you currently doing to get traffic? And how consistent are you? Let me see here. Configure recording. I wonder if I did the podcast where I kind of like looked off to the side, would that be different? Um, so yes, what are you doing to get traffic? How consistent are you? And what type of content are you creating? Because most often people aren't successful online. They've never made a red cent because their content isn't good and they've made no commitment to make it better. So I will be right back. Like, for example, most people will do poor AI content, or they're making the same content as everyone else, and they expect to have different results. Just because you're putting up the same content as everyone else doesn't guarantee you that you're going to get any results or even good results. So yeah, make sure that I am centered here. So the topic of today's podcast is the power of content creation and building your brand, and you guys will get to see me do that live. But deal breaker. Hopefully it's not a deal breaker, but let me know. Answer those questions. What are you doing to get traffic? And that's probably my problem. Don't know what content to put up. So answer the question first, deal breaker. What are you doing to get traffic? Oh, my LinkedIn's not connected. I think getting traffic seems to be the big obstacle for most. Is it more about the YouTube? No, it's about putting up decent content. But here's the thing. Here's what's crazy about traffic. There are 4 billion people that have access to the internet, and they're not all hanging out on YouTube. So my question would be, and deal breaker, if you're using YouTube, put a link to your YouTube channel, and I'll take a look at it, and I'll give you some reasons why. And John, if you want to do that too, put a link to your YouTube channel, and I'll take a look at it. All right, I am sweating. It is warm in here. Okay, so I'm just going to do this podcast real quick. Are there hacks for building traffic? Let me answer that on the other side, because in reality, no, there isn't any hacks. You can't blame the algorithm. You can't blame like other people. It really all comes down, and this is hard to believe, but it really all comes down to the type of content you're creating, how consistently you're creating content. Are you doing things to go out and get traffic? Some people just make the mistake of expecting traffic to come to them, and that doesn't work. That doesn't work in 2024. And like 15 years ago, you could just create YouTube videos and boom, you'd be successful. But now what you have to do is you have to go out and get traffic. So you're creating YouTube videos, and are you doing like Pinterest, YouTube videos, and TikTok? People that are successful are going to be everywhere in order to make it look like they're successful, in order to be successful, I should say. All right, so let me go ahead and knock this out. The podcast is normally about 30 minutes long. Let me turn that off and turn this off. It is warm in here. Can you guys see that? I'm sweating here. Hello and welcome back to the Making a Millionaire podcast. It is my untold, now told story as it's happening of how I go from $0 to $1 million per year in my online business. In today's podcast, we are talking about the power of content creation and building your brand. And I think this is a really powerful thing to understand. And people that understand it are really successful online. And people that don't understand are struggling, and they will continue to struggle because it's something that needs to happen. And it's very simple, but it's difficult to execute. For example, I think one of the most important things that you can do in building your brand is you want to draw a line in the sand. You want to tell people what you stand for, and you want to restate what you stand for over and over and over again. For example, I'm going to give you a couple examples of things that have happened over the last couple weeks. And I'll give you some personal examples of how I kind of draw a line in the sand, and that has allowed me to build a decent following. One of the most important things that you've got to do if you are trying to build a brand is look at what the market is saying as a whole and make a statement. This is what I agree with. This is what I don't agree with. For example, and personally, people are telling you that making money online is easy. In reality, making money online is not easy if you've never done it before. It can be easy when you hit that milestone, but there's a lot of people, a lot of gurus out there that are telling you, hey, making money online is easy. You just got to do this, this, and this. When in reality, making money online is simple. The process is very simple. You just identify problems and create content to solve those problems. Making money online is not easy. You've got to put systems in place. You've got to understand your target market and your target audience. I just went weird Boston accent there, but I think that in every niche there is a way to create a us versus them approach. There's an us versus them mentality. For dog training, if people are saying that the best way to train your dog is to train them with treats, and you come out and say no, training your dog with treats is only a way to get your dog to want more treats, you are effectively calling out the industry norm or the industry standard. And I think that goes a long way with building a personal brand and building an us versus them approach. I'll give you another example. Over on TikTok, basically a lot of people make copy and paste content expecting that to be successful and make them a lot of money. And I'll come out and say, the reason why you are broke or you're not successful with your internet marketing is you're making copy and paste content. You're making the exact same content as everybody else, and that's why it isn't working. And when you can call out something that is very common in the industry, you're going to create a group of people that say, yes, I agree with you. I have maybe tried that method, or I knew there was something fishy about what's going on. I just couldn't put my finger on it. But now that you've called that out, I agree with you, and I'm going to follow you. Now, one key interesting thing that you've got to do is don't just call out an industry. Oops, don't just call out an industry standard. Don't just call out an industry standard just to call it out. Make sure that you have something behind it to back it up. Make sure that the substance that you have will actually back it up. If not, you're just yelling. Essentially, you're just trying to get attention, and you're not actually. You don't have a plan. But for every industry, for every entity, you need to you need to state what you're for, state what you're against, and state why you're against it, and your plan of action to the common problem that a lot of people are having. For example, when I tell people copy and paste content doesn't work, but what you should be doing is you should be sharing your story, your experiences, because your stories, your experiences are unique to you. However, it will resonate with thousands, hundreds of thousands, and potentially millions of people. If you want to be successful online, that's what you'd want to do. And so, as you can see there, I called out something that is really common in the internet marketing, make money online space, and then I have a plan to back it up, and then I can actually use stories to show people how to do that. But if you want to be successful online, it's all about personal brand. And in my opinion, other people are going to say, hey, you can do faceless, you can do, you know, avatar and AI, and I'm steadfastly against it, because human nature is humans want to connect with other humans. I was watching a training where they said major corporations can major corporations are faceless all the time, like the Geico commercial. That gecko is their brand. However, if you poll people, they don't have a favorable opinion of Geico and the gecko. If you poll people, they're readily willing and able to jump ship because there's no personal connection. If you're able to build a personal brand and you can connect people, like watching a video, and you can connect with them on a one-to-one level, they're going to follow you through thick and thin. Let me give you a few examples. Drake fans right now, uh, as I mentioned, over the last few weeks, there's just been this beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Because Drake is a personal brand, there are people that are following him through the ends of the earth, regardless of what is being said. You can look on Twitter, you can look on social media and see that people are fighting tooth and nail for Drake and Kendrick Lamar, even because they have built this personal brand. Is there someone out there that is willing to fight tooth and nail for Geico? There's probably like 10 people, but if you build a personal brand when you show up on camera and you look directly in the camera and you talk to the person that is on the other side of the camera, you build that stronger connection where you start getting defenders and you start getting people that are regurgitating and reiterating what you're saying. For example, there are millions of people out there that are restating what Kendrick Lamar and Drake are saying, even though they've never met this person. And what's funny enough is there's people out there that are repeating and regurgitating what I say, even though I only have a few thousand, maybe close to 150,000 total followers across all the platforms. And so while you can do faceless, I think that the strength in 2024 going forward is the personal brand, is the showing up on camera every day or consistently and talking directly into the camera, telling stories, stating your opinion, stating how you're different than everyone else. And the only way you can truly do that is by showing up on camera. And so state what you're for, state what you're against, and restate it multiple times. Restate it through different stories. Uh, the most important thing that you can do as your personal brand is restate your position and do it over and over again. So to give you a couple more examples, like I said, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, what's really, really fascinating to me was the latest song by Kendrick Lamar. He drew a clear line in the sand. And this again is where personal branding comes in. You are either with Kendrick Lamar or you're with Drake. There's no in between. You have to make a decision. And essentially, what Kendrick Lamar did in his last song, Not Like Us, is he says, you're either with us or you're against us. And when you hear Not Like Us, he puts you in his camp automatically. And you've got to fight to get out of it. Not like us. Um, and so one of the key points of a personal brand or branding in general is stating how you are different from the crowd. You're different from everyone else. Think about Apple versus Microsoft. When Microsoft was the cool thing, the cool kid on the block, the cool kids at the table, everyone wanted a Microsoft, a Dell computer. I can still remember the song "A Focus" and a Dell. Remember, you buy a Ford Focus, you get a Dell computer. Apple came out and said, "Ill. Why would you want to be like them? Be like us. Be cool." And I'll remember those series. Maybe you don't remember, but there were a series of video of commercials out there where Apple was clearly stating how they were different. And if you were different, you were going to be the cool kid, and you wanted to be the cool kid. And so you wanted an Apple computer, even if you couldn't afford it. And drawing that clear line in the sand, and then Microsoft tried to come back and say how they were cool, and it kind of didn't work. But again, the best and most important thing that you can do for your brand is clearly state how you're different and how you plan to be different, and your plan in being different, and why your different is better than someone else's. Again, on social media, you're going to see most people just copy and paste, do the exact same thing as everyone else. Getting back to um, that song "Not Like Us," because it just like plays in my mind all the time. Not like us. And he states, and he repeats it over again, not like us, not like us, not like us. He like hammers it home multiple times that you are with us. We're the cool kids. We're the kids that um don't have these horrible allegations. um you have to be with us inside of this secret cool kids cool table, and not like those weird guys over there. And in my opinion, I think it was just a masterful job of doing that. And he restates it in different ways throughout the entire song. And so, he's like, those guys are bad guys. Those guys are evil. We are the good guys. We're the knight in shining armor, so to speak. But anyway, that's the power of personal brand. And it's easier to do that with video. You can also do it a little bit in um in text, but it's very easy to state in audio and video how you're very different and why your different is better. Even if you're promoting the same thing. I think one thing that a lot of people, and I come from the affiliate marketing world, one thing that a lot of people get confused and why they struggle is they think, hey, I'm promoting the same thing, and so I've got to say the same things as everyone else. In fact, if you're promoting the same thing, it's even more important to have a personal brand and to set yourself apart from those other people that are essentially promoting all of the same thing. Because in reality, when you look on the internet, most people are promoting the same products and services, but it's the personal brand and the personal connection that you can make with someone that will help you stand out and make more money. Everyone that's really successful has, you can put a face to them. And so like when you think about, like if you just run down, Ronald McDonald was the personal brand, which is really interesting. BK, the king, Burger King, the king was the personal brand. Um, Even with Apple, Steve Jobs was the face of Apple. And the reason why Apple was so successful is because he was the face. When you think of Apple, you think of Steve Jobs and the persona that he put on, the public facing persona. Anybody that's really successful, there is a face that you can put to it. Anyone that has a quote unquote cult following or a following of people that are diehard fans, they have a face. Um, I'm sure you can think of it. I'm trying to think of different entities out there that have a strong brand, a strong connection, that have repeat buyers, because essentially that's what you want. You want groups of people, you want a group of people that whenever you put something out in the market, they buy it because they know, like, and trust you. Geico can't just do that. Geico had to work harder. They've been around a lot longer in order to have that trust factor where people stay with them. But at the same time, if people like if their customers knew that they could get the exact same service somewhere else for the same price, they're going to jump ship, or even a little bit lower, they're going to jump ship because there's no connection. They're just it's transactional, and you want to build a foundation, a group of people, core following, where they feel like they are a part of you. They feel like they know you, and they know what you're going to say, and they know what you're going to do. So, in my opinion, you know, I mean, I'm going to keep restating it because it's part of my personal brand. Go out there, look at the market, look and see what everyone else is saying, and then, call out the elephant in the room. Point out how you're different and how they're wrong. Now, one key thing that you've got to do is make sure that you are not calling out individual people. That that makes you a hater. Call out the industry as a whole. For example, if everyone's promoting the same high ticket course and they're all doing the copy and paste method, you're going to come out and you're going to say, you don't need to do high ticket in order to be successful online. Or, you know, um, it feels a little pyramid scheme-ish when the coaching consulting that you're paying high price for, is telling you to make the exact same content as everyone else. That's going to strike a chord um, with people that are inside of that program and people that are interested in that program, and notice that the same type of content is happening over and over again. And again, you can tie that in with personal experience. One cool thing that you can do, and I talk about this pretty frequently, is you can still do a lot of gurus out there are telling you that you can no longer give like 3 ways to start affiliate marketing. You can still do that content, but wrap it up in a personal story. So you can say, hey, I struggle with affiliate marketing because all of these gurus were telling me that I had to only um I lost a bunch of money with affiliate marketing because these gurus told me that the only way to be successful was to sing and dance on TikTok. But in reality, through my research and my study, I found there were 3 different ways that you really could be successful with affiliate marketing. One way is with starting a YouTube channel. Second way is with Pinterest, and the third way is with starting a blog. So you can still do the 3 steps and the checklist and all that stuff. Just wrap it in your personal story. And the cool part is you can tell a story about anything. One time I often tell a story about, or one that I remember is back in the day, we used to drive a little Mazda 626. Now, this is back in the early 90s, where the 626s were boxes. They were like small, and they were like that square box shape. And it was my mom's friend, My sister, me, and like two other kids, we went to a parade and we came home, or as we were leaving, had one foot in the door, and my mom started to pull off, and I almost hit a tree because I was one foot in, one foot out. And you start thinking, okay, so how does that correlate to starting an online business or whatever it is? You wrap that story in, and how um, we always struggled growing up, and here are maybe three ways to start making money where you can afford a better car, or here are three ways to make sure that you don't pile 10 kids into a Mazda 626. And again, you just wrap it into stories. But um, personal branding is, in my opinion, the only way to be successful. And I keep saying that because a lot of people out there are doing all AI content. Every third video you watch on YouTube or on social media is a faceless um, AI robotic thing, which makes it transactional. People will easily leave if they don't feel fulfilled. Um, they are. It's much more difficult to get people to buy stuff. You need a larger following in order to make any money with a large with AI content. If you show up on camera in your imperfect form, in your imperfect fashion, people will follow you because you are just like one of them. If it's AI, if it's robotic voice, they don't know who you are. You could be a corporation. You could be like people. People really hate cable companies, and so they can't tell if you're a cable company or if you are an actual um, an actual human being. Um, and that just made me think of something else. Even the cable company started having a face. The woman, she used to be on everything for like the last however long. AT&T, I should say, she has that. They even have a spokesperson, a person that you think about whenever you are um, thinking positively or negatively about AT&T. And I guarantee you, AT&T probably has a higher people probably think more favorably about AT&T than they do about like Spectrum, the cable companies, because they don't really have a face. They are seen as terrible people. I used to work for a cable company, um, and boy, people pe- people hate the cable companies. And it's so funny thinking back. I used to work in like cable repair, and they used to scream at us, "It's your fault, blah blah blah," and it was like your TV should be on channel 4 when it's on channel 3. Really simple stuff. Anyway, that's funny, but all about, in my opinion, personal branding. Nobody cares what you look like. Nobody cares what you sound like. If you can solve their problem, and you can do it through stories, you can do it through a personal connection, you'll make money. Um, and that actually reminds me, in one of my coaching programs, this guy, he's from Malaysia, I believe, and he said, "Alston, um, I want to help people get started with affiliate marketing. However, English is like my second or third language. I'm really concerned that because English is not my first language, I have a problem getting into these different markets." I said, "Well, why don't you turn that challenge into an opportunity? Because most of the world doesn't speak English." And what you can do is you can show them how you've overcome potential objections. You can show people that even though English is your second or third language, you can still be successful with affiliate marketing. Teach people that route. That could be your niche. Teaching people that have English as a second language how to get started with affiliate marketing, second or third language, how to get started with affiliate marketing. That's a sub niche that you could get into and you could start, and that's going to make you different than everyone else. Stop trying to be like everyone else, because there's already enough people doing the exact same thing as everyone else. And so the absolute best thing that you can do for yourself is create your personal brand, write down, what am I for? So what am I all about? What am I against? So what are things that are in the industry that I'm absolutely against? And how can I connect those two things? So if you're for teaching German Shepherds how to walk on their hind legs, but you're against using treats, as I mentioned, you can your messages. I can teach German Shepherds how to walk on their hind legs without giving away treats. That's a weird example, but um, in your niche, there are tons of things that people are doing the exact same way because they feel like that's what you need to do to be successful. Um, and then think about different stories. Wrap those things in the stories. Everything that you can think of is a story and the reason why you are where you are today and how you got to be where you are and what you're doing. All of those stories contributed, believe it or not, to where you are, what your niche is, why you think the way that you think. And so you can connect those old stories, even if they feel like they don't have anything to do with your current niche. You can connect those. There should be a straight line between what you think, what you know, and why you're teaching other people. Um, in my opinion, a lot of people focus on things that don't matter in the very beginning, like color scheme and logo. None of that stuff matters. Make sure that you are focusing on the only thing that matters, which is creating content, clearly stating what you're against and stating it over and over again. Because the only way people start to believe you is if you say the same thing over and over again. Don't change your story up when you're confronted. Look people in the eye, restate over and over again what makes you different, what makes you better. And you'll start to build a following, and you'll be surprised how fast, because there are 4 billion people on the internet, and those 4 billion people, 50% feel one way about a topic, the other 50% feel the other way, give or take, obviously. And what you have to do is you just have to find your tribe within that group, and it will come with some trial and error. Nobody's perfect at marketing right away. It's a learned skill. It's a skill that needs to be developed, and that's why one of the things that I stand against is telling people that they don't need any knowledge or experience to be successful with making money online, because making money online itself is a skill, and depending on the route that you go, there's a series of sub skills that you'll need to learn. Now, you can learn them really quickly, or it can take a little bit longer, but it is all skill based, um, and something that literally anybody can do. Um, One thing that I encourage you to do in order to stand out is actually to do a couple things. One, create valuable content. People ask all the time, what's valuable content? Solve a problem. Ask yourself, if I had a question about dog training, what is the information that I can give them so that they will have the knowledge and become smarter and wiser? And you'll be surprised that you'll be able to make money by giving away this knowledge. And don't be afraid to repeat over and over again, because you've got to understand that, let's say TikTok, for example, if you have 10,000 followers, only about between 1 and 3% of your 10,000 followers are going to see your content at any given time. So if you are restating your position, if you are telling people out there that you can be different to be successful online, and that copy and paste content doesn't work, only about 1 to 3% of those people are going to see your video each time. So don't be afraid to restate your purpose. Um, the other thing that I'd recommend that you do is engage with your audience. Talk to them, ask them questions, use their questions and feedback to make other videos, and really encourage the relationship building. And what's really interesting about the internet is, when you create video content, you look into the microphone like this, or look into the camera like this, people will form a connection with you. Now, it's very easy to see this at a large scale, like Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Those people that watch and listen to their music have a connection with them. Something about their message, about their personal branding resonates with them, and they feel like they feel like they know them, they understand them, even if the music is written for them, even if they don't really even feel that way. And you essentially will be doing the same thing too. It's at a smaller level. You're not obviously at millions of followers yet, but when you create content and you're looking to a camera, and people are looking back and they're hanging on your every word. You become an influencer, even if you only have 1,000 people, 1,000 followers. You are influencing decisions. You are influencing thoughts and ideas. And that's something to understand and to consider and be thoughtful of when you're creating content. So yeah, I believe I've said just about everything I need to say when it comes to content creation. The only way that you'll be able to find your voice is by creating lots of content. Creating a brand, creating a personal brand is not something that happens overnight. It happens after days, weeks, and even sometimes months and years of you crafting and honing in your message, becoming more efficient with your message. That's why you should create a bunch of content so that you can learn how to clearly communicate your message in a thoughtful and succinct way. At first, when we first get our message, it's, a paragraph long. Well, I help people make money online because blah 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 blah. As you state your message, as you restate your message, and you build a connection with people, you'll be able to become more efficient, and you'll cut that paragraph down to maybe 2 sentences or 3 sentences, and eventually you'll get to a point where you're crafting a message where it's 1 sentence. I help people make money online without the pyramid scheme content. It's a very simple message. And then when people ask, what does that mean? You say, well, I teach people that you can make money online without making the exact same content as everyone else. And you do that by telling your personal story. Hopefully, you're able to see how I took a very large idea, I made it down into 1 sentence essentially. And then when people ask, what do you mean? And what are you saying? That enables you to that enables you to make it more efficient. So yeah, that is, I think, everything that I want to talk about when it comes to the power of content creation and building your personal brand. This was the Making a Millionaire podcast, the untold now told story as it's happening of how I go from $0 to $1 million per year in my online business. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. All right, so that is that. Let's see. Let me scroll up here and see if I can get some of these answers. Questions answered here. I think getting traffic seems to be the problem. Is it more about the use of algorithm? No, it's about making content that resonates with people. The algorithm is based on people. Hey, thanks for the likes that are coming in. Appreciate it. You'll trigger the algorithm when you trigger people, when you get people to feel a certain way, when you trigger emotions. I'll give you an example. The I Tried It series that a lot of you guys came from or know me from triggered an emotion. It triggered an emotional response. It got you guys to say, yeah, you're right. This doesn't work. And when that happens, when people comment and they say, yeah, you're right, and you get people engaging and sharing, and you do something different, that's what triggers the algorithm. A lot of people want to say, hey, do SEO, do all of this other stuff, but at the end of the day, it comes down to, can you trigger and unlock a person? Now, I don't mean trigger a person in a negative way. Let me stop my camera. Yeah, I don't mean trigger people in a negative way per se. Maybe invoke or evoke an emotion, get them to think or act or respond differently is what I would recommend. All right, so I just need to turn this off. I gotta make a YouTube video too. Busy day today. I was lazy yesterday. I didn't do anything yesterday. And so, because I didn't do anything, I got I got makeup work to do. Bub, 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 bub. All right, so we need to go to here, 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 and we'll go. Let's see, open, copy, move on. All right, so do YouTube Shorts kill views for long form? I don't have a definitive answer on that. I was doing YouTube Shorts on my main channel every day, and it looked like it had a negative impact on my channel, and so I moved YouTube Shorts to one of my other YouTube channels, but then never translates to bigger audience. Yeah, so in my opinion, I've stopped. I've stopped putting YouTube Shorts on my main YouTube channel just because it looks like it didn't it didn't make things better. It made things a little bit worse. So that was annoying. I have not posted anything, just started my digital marketing journey. Do you think using AI in video a good tool to help create content? John, I don't know if you're still on, but John, I would recommend that you show up on camera, show your face. About cars, big fan, appreciate it. Lisa, hi. If 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance, can be 100 minutes, save you 100%. I don't know, maybe nuclear lab. I think your philosophy of solving problems is a great approach. It seems solving problems or providing information is what most people search. Yeah, in general, in general, people go to the internet because they have a problem. Whether that problem is they want to escape or they have questions that they need answered. In so yes, so in people only go on the internet when they have a problem. Let me give you an example. You ever get a text from someone that tells you to come hang out at this bar or party or whatever? In my opinion, if they were having a great time at that bar or party, they would not be thinking about you. And so again, people go to the internet when they have a problem or concern that they want solved. And it applies everywhere. Now, the way that you solve that problem is going to be different depending on the platform, but in general, people only come to the internet when they have a problem. People only go on TikTok when they're trying to escape, whatever it is. Who is Kendrick Lamar? He's a hip hop artist. Hey, Alton, can I ask you something, please? Steve Jobs was also a phenomenal communicator. That's true. Hello, will the Gbolt system help for my affiliate marketing? I have the niche and the website, but I feel I need more help, like getting email lists. So yeah, Gbolt Systems is a complete email marketing software. It's actually a complete marketing software, but primarily most people use it for email marketing. I agree with what you're saying, but these faceless channels seem to have 1 million followers. Just because you have 1 million followers doesn't mean you're making any money. That's what we have to like. Follower count doesn't matter. That's one thing that people don't realize is follower count. It's a vanity metric. You could have 1 million followers, but if you don't have any money, if you're not making any money from it, you're wasting your time. Hey man, I was wondering if you still do Pinterest affiliate marketing. I can't find a tool that allows people to leave the app to track commissions. I've never, Joel, I still do Pinterest affiliate marketing, yes. But what you could do is sign up for a business account. I have to go keep up great. Thanks, Sean. See you later. Is AI automation working? Please answer. Is AI automation working? Please answer. Is AI automation working? Please answer. Got a question about your system. Those channels are for entertainment, but they'd probably be unsuccessful if they were selling products. Hey, Alston, where do you go live? Do you have a schedule? If you're still on Pinky, my goal is to go live daily. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing that. But yeah, the goal is to go live daily. Usually it's going to be around this time, just because I drop the kids off at school, and so essentially this is work time. Let me see here. Hello, welcome back. What else we got here? Can you make money by CPA marketing? You can make money, but most people do CPA marketing wrong, and so they don't make money. When you do CPA marketing, you've got to ask yourself, what problem are you solving? And if you can't identify a problem that you're solving, you're going to fail at CPA marketing, just like you're going to fail at regular marketing, just like you're going to fail at everything else. See, the problem is most people over on YouTube are teaching you like shortcut stupid stuff that's not going to work. I mean, it's not your fault, but it kind of is. Um Most people on YouTube are teaching stupid stuff that's not going to work, and people are so desperate for anything to work that they follow it. And when people are desperate, they stop using logic. And if you used any bit of logic, you would realize that the stuff they're telling you to do isn't going to work, and they've never actually tried it. But like doing the CPA grip thing, a lot of people are pushing that. Usually, I mean, for the most part, it's not going to work. Will the Gbolt system help my affiliate marketing? Yeah, I think I answered that. Diva Lady 2B. It will. You can set up a landing page. You can set up mailing lists and automations, and it starts at I think $9 per month. Okay, nice. I'll be tuned in daily. Great to hear, Pinky on 10. Can you make money with? Yeah. If the thing is it wouldn't be a thing. CPA marketing wouldn't be a thing if you couldn't make money with it. But how you do it is more important than can you do it. Really important. Very important distinction. There is an app called Repocket which gives money for unused internet. Is it legit? I doubt it. I wouldn't get high. Is it Shaw Cream? I wouldn't give an app like that my data. Hey Nick, how's it going? Appreciate the likes. But think about it. If you're welcome, Nick. The question that I would have for you is how much money are they making if they're willing to pay you pennies for your unused internet? And what are they using it for? Why do they want your internet? Those are all questions that I would ask. What is your opinion? Hey, coach, what is your opinion of curating content and what is the process of making money with it? So, are you curating other people's content? Is that what your plan is? I just, I would just, the time that it takes you to curate other people's content, just make your own 20 cents per GB. Yeah. But what are they using it for? Is the question that I would have. What are they doing with it? Where does it go? How does this actually work? That's what I would be concerned about. Would you be interested to test a software that allows to generate pins for Pinterest with the help of integrated AI tools with the ability to generate revenue with affiliate marketing? No, I would not be interested in that at all. So let me just switch this over to what is actually editing. And you guys are actually entering into a very interesting time if you choose to use YouTube, because right now people are shifting away from the high production value and they're shifting to just creating content, reaching higher. So yeah, reaching higher, what I would do is I would just create unique original content, because you're going to be building someone else's platform and profile. I mean, I guess if you wanted to curate my content, okay, but at the end of the day, you're going to be building other people up. Like I see all of these TikTok accounts where they are reposting clips of the two podcasters that are from the United Kingdom. Hey, that's great that you're getting the short-term views, but at the end of the day, you are boosting up that podcast and you're getting that podcast more reach and you're making that podcast more money. Now, if that's your plan, if that's your goal, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I would much rather create my own content. Like another example is, what's that guy's name? Andrew Tate. All of those people out there that repurpose those Andrew Tate clips, they just made Andrew Tate more money. So instead of taking the time to curate other people's content, make your own and then curate it and then chop it up into clips and let other people promote it for you. Do that. That's better. Let me just do this. And I'm going to put an X there. Webinar. That's what I would recommend. Don't spend a bunch of time curating other people's content. Make your own. You'll have much more success. You'll make much more money in the long run. Because let's look at that example again. Those people that are repurposing the podcast clips of those two guys over in England. I don't know what their name is. I see like every fourth video is them. That makes me want to go research them over on YouTube. And then they're selling merch and they are getting more views. So ultimately you are helping those people. Is it possible to make videos like AI Genesis? Social Blade is pretty close to being accurate. Depends on the niche. If you look at my Social Blade right now, it probably says I make like 25 cents. But I can guarantee you I don't. Is it possible to make videos like AI Genesis and Digital Income Project and go viral? I already have an AI avatar, but I don't have any ideas to make videos. Thing I saw is that AI create bulk vid. Yeah, I guess it's possible. What's really interesting, and I was going to do a video about this, where I was actually going to try this method. There's a guy that made an hour-long video kind of walking you through the entire process. The thing that you see is you see the people that are successful, but you don't see the hundreds, if not thousands of people that are trying the exact same method, and it's not working at all. So the question that I would have for you, and I don't know the answer to this, is what are the chances of being successful? Showing your face or using AI? I think that if you only use AI, it limits what you can do. And that's why I'm a bigger fan of just showing your face. But give it a try. I don't know. And I also still, and I've been saying this for a few months now, I also still think that YouTube is going to change the monetization policies for AI content. And the videos that we're doing I mean, it's like remember the Reddit stories from a few years ago? We have too many 20-year-olds making videos on topics like SEO and keyword research, and clearly have no idea what they're talking about. It's what are you afraid of? Pinky on 10. What's the worst thing that could happen if you showed your face? Nobody watches your videos. Right now, nobody's watching your videos as we speak. So you're living your worst case scenario. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's part of the problem with AI is you're getting a lot of junk content, mass produced, and it turns in, and what's happening is people are making these AI videos off of other people's AI videos. It's like a terrible game of telephone that's giving out bad advice. How do I make money in Africa? Most of the worldwide are just not feasible here, but what you think currently I'm doing affiliate marketing thanks to you, but it's pretty slow. So if you are able to see this video and hear my face, everything works. And I mentioned this in the podcast that I just did. Use your perceived weakness as your advantage. A lot of people think that because they have an accent, I need to do, no, that's right. People think, hey, I've got an accent, no one's going to buy from me. Use that as a way to use that as your niche, how you can help people or you show people how they can be successful with whatever it is, even if English is their second language. So stop using it as a crutch. Like I get that all the time. I live in Nigeria. What works in Nigeria? and when I tell people, I don't know, you're going to have to do the research yourself because I don't live in Nigeria. Nobody wants to hear that. That's not a good answer. So instead, I'm going to tell you to use your perceived weakness as a strength. Make that your niche. Show people, tell people how they can use how they can be successful online, even if English is their second or third or fourth language. Spotify. I know that's not the answer that you want to hear, but what I've been saying in the past is it all works. That doesn't seem to get people excited, because all you need is an internet connection, right? You got an internet connection, make content. Nobody cares what you sound like. Nobody cares what you look like. They only care if you can solve their problem. And if you can solve their problem, you can be successful. If you can't solve their problem, you're going to fail like everyone else. And the problem is we've spent so much time trying to cut corners, and you realize cutting corners doesn't work, that you think that internet marketing, make money online, doesn't work. But it's because you spent a bunch of time trying to go the easy route, the fast route, the lazy route. But sit down, create content. Maybe in the very beginning, you're going to have to talk a little bit slower. I don't know if that makes sense. You're going to have to talk a little bit slower. You're going to have to enunciate. Yeah, just make content. It's really as simple as that. Is it possible to upload movies on YouTube by giving credit to movie creators in the description? I don't think YouTube monetizes. That's a terrible idea. I would not do that. People don't understand problem solving is the basis of every marketing ad you watch. Yes, problem solving is the basis of everything. It literally is. Cavemen wanted food, and so they had to figure out how to hunt. And then they taught someone else how to hunt. And then that person took that, and then they took it a step further. They became better, more efficient hunters. I mean, literally, that's the only thing that we do, is we solve problems, identify them and solve them, and then teach people how to identify and solve them. Radio ads. Solving those problems and make me. Everybody's like, if you go to YouTube and you type in anything, how to walk your dog, that's a problem. You go on TikTok, or you go to YouTube. Here's a simple thing that you guys could do. Go on YouTube. I don't know the Pocket Fisherman. Go on YouTube and teach people how to do different things in Canva. It's very simple, but there are people that don't know how to do that thing, and that's the nail that I try and hit home all the time. What you know how to do, there are millions of people that don't know how to do it, but they want to learn how to do what you know how to do. You don't have to be an expert. Like, and I use this example all the time. Excel, boring old Excel. There's a guy on YouTube on TikTok that makes 6 figures per year, if not more, teaching people how to do basic stuff in Excel. What you know how to do, someone else doesn't know how to do. You take the time out to teach people how to do that, and then you can monetize it. It really is as simple as that. Is it easy? No. It gets easier with consistency. But yeah, that's it. That's the secret. You guys want to know a secret? I'm going to whisper. You guys want to know a secret? You guys want to know a secret? Comment yes if you want to know a secret. It's really as simple as that. That's the secret. Take what you know. Maybe you know how to fish. Maybe you know how to bass fish. Maybe you know how to saltwater fish, or how to catch blue crabs. There's people out there that want to learn how to do that. There's people out there right now that want to learn how to catch blue crab. Create videos teaching people how to create blue crab. What's your skill? Do you want to learn? Do you know how to build houses or paint walls? I can't paint. What did I search the other day, which was like really dumb? One question that I had today was, how do you request a refund in PayPal? I'm going to go to YouTube and type in how to request a refund in PayPal. There's going to be somebody out there that created a video teaching people how to do that. My wife just texted me just now, literally just now. Do you have dictation software? I'm going to say yes, right? Or no, I'm going to tell her Google Drive or Google Docs. And so that's a problem that needs to be solved. She's probably going to text me, how do I use Google Docs as dictation software? There are probably people on YouTube that have done that video. So let's see, Couch. The problem solving is one thing, but there is a basic advantage which you need. I, for one, studied software and specialized in ethical hacking, but even though I'm very good, the companies just won't hire me, claiming because they want physical presence, but they have other remote workers in UK, US. Why don't you create content teaching people how to be an ethical hacker? So now I have to go into fields. I am not create videos about how to be an ethical hacker. I feel like sometimes people make it more difficult on purpose. It doesn't have to be this hard. Go get a regular job for now and create content about ethical hacking. And consistently upload content about ethical hacking, what the difference is between ethical and non-ethical hacking. You can use ChatGPT to come up with keywords, and you simply create content teaching people things. How do you monetize that? That's something that you could probably monetize with the YouTube Partner Program. There's probably different software out there that people can use to become ethical hackers. In fact, if someone wanted to get their ethical hacking certification, there's probably a course or two out there that you could promote as an affiliate. Or maybe you create a course teaching people how to ethically hack. I just created a business for you in less than 5 minutes. But I feel like people want to make it much more difficult than it has to be. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what's called, but you buy an item from any online market and post vids and make them click on the bio and make them buy it. It sounds like you might be talking about affiliate marketing. Companies just won't hire me. I don't know what it's called, but you buy an item from any online market and post it. Sounds like you might be talking about affiliate marketing. But yeah, where? No, I don't want to leave. I need to make a video. I need to make a YouTube video. I might just webinar course module. My eye is twitching. You guys see that? My right eye is twitching. Great. I don't like that. Okay, so that's that. My name is Andrew. How can I join your mentorship program? Which program? How does it work? Well, you create content about a product or service. Your eye looks okay to me. You create content about a product or service. You know what? Other thing, guys, realize this. There's a lot of people that are making very good money on TikTok, and they're just talking about current events. You'd be surprised by the number of videos that I've seen on TikTok in the past week talking about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. That's a problem that a lot of people want solved. They have questions about it. And there are people on TikTok and on YouTube, but there are people on these different platforms. Hi, get funding now. I just lost everything due to a bad investment. I'm about to start working at Walmart and the Hyatt to invest, and I found your channel. Do you have any affordable courses? I've got an $8 per month course that shows you how to earn affiliate commissions with YouTube. It's $8 per month. I think, yeah, right now it's $8 per month. We meet once a month for live Q&A, but I show you the process of how to get started with YouTube and affiliate marketing step by step. I show you case studies of different channels that are doing this, different platforms that are doing this. And I show you my accounts. I show you a few YouTube channels that it's working for me. So if you're interested in that, $8 per month. I just put a link in there if you're interested. So let's see. Yeah, no, from time to time, my eye just, did I respond to my wife? Hero. So let me see. One thing we do too in that $8 per month is I do a channel audit. So you post a link to your YouTube channel and I'll give you some suggestions and tips. What else? What other questions you guys got? It's 11 o'clock. I need to post again on TikTok. I started a YouTube channel called Resource Rise, giving people advice on different side hustles and how to make nothing into something. And then I lost a bad investment and quit. You could actually turn that channel in how you rebuild. Ask the question again. You could turn that channel in how you rebuild, how you go from nothing to something. Let's see.
Now that you've got these people, these leads,
now that you got these people, let's see. Will the Gbolt system help? Yeah, I answered it twice. You posted twice. I said, Gbolt system is a complete marketing platform. It'll allow you to build landing pages, automations, do email marketing. Let me see here. Now that you got these people, okay, so we'll delete that. Let me backtrack and start off by saying making money online is. I've been hearing you talk about your mentorship program, but I didn't know you had more than one. To be honest, there is a lady you help make around $200 using Google search ad. Oops, must have walked away. Yep, I answered it. Yeah, so there are different levels. The $8 one is kind of like, it's like kind of like do it yourself. I think it's $99 per month program that is more of like a done with you, where included in that program is we meet one-on-one. There's a 1 hour coaching call at the very beginning, and then we have weekly group coaching. And then I've got another level where we have, in addition to the weekly group coaching, I meet with you every other week one-on-one, and that's, obviously more expensive. That's $300 per month. Oh, I need to upload. Let's see. Making money online is easy when you've done it before. One thing I encourage you guys to do, and I don't know if I've said it here before, but I encourage you guys to start batch creating your content. So instead of doing one TikTok video, do 15 of them. Do 15 of them, so that way you've got 2 videos for the next week. Or if you can get 30 of them done, you've got 2 videos for the next 2 weeks. But start batch creating your content. Create batch processes. So take a day, take a Friday or whatever day, and write down outlines or hooks. Take one day and create the videos. Take another day and do all the editing. Batch create. It'll make you more efficient. and you won't be frustrated when it comes time to upload something and you don't know what to upload. Does that make sense? Like right now, usually I'll make like 4 YouTube videos, and I'll move them over to my video editor and let him edit them, and I can get them. But because I didn't do that, I gotta go out and find different ideas. Any other questions? I don't look so great over on Instagram. I'm I'm like lagging or something. How's your day? It's fine. Can't complain. My day is always great. Actually, you know what? Today's not a great day because it's 75 degrees right now, and I should be outside, sitting outside. I gotta go buy a water filter for the pool. So that's what I got to do. I got to finish making content so I can go sit outside, 70-degree weather. And I got to go to Menards. So my day's pretty full. Making money online is easy. And I got baseball practice. No, we got a game today. I got a baseball game today. I'm the head coach for my son's team. So, coach pitch. Your eye's probably twitching due to allergies. That's what happens to mine. My eye usually twitches. I shouldn't say this. But when I'm not going to say it. Making money online is easy when you've done it before. I'm not going to say why my eye twitches, but there's a reason why it does it normally. No, I can't say it. I will not say why my eye twitches normally. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, yeah, I gotta stop messing around here. I need to make another video, and I don't know, maybe I'll make a reaction video where I react to some of the nonsense that people say on YouTube. We're gonna close this. No, I don't want to save that. I'm gonna close this. Show up for yourself. Cancel. Delete. Yeah, we got a baseball game today. That's taken forever. That's taken forever. What other questions you guys got for me? I can't. All right, so that's uploaded. Great. And of course, now that I'm doing a live stream, all right, I will have a look at your website and have a look at program. Sounds good. Please make a reaction video for all the lies those creators tell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, but I can't actually look because I'm uploading the podcast. The podcast takes a long time to upload, and that's kind of annoying. Pinterest affiliate using an AI creator. These websites sell more. Yeah, so right now I'm just looking on YouTube to do a little bit of research to find a video. I'm a normal guy making $54,000 per month. That's crazy. How to create tasks. This is so awesome. Was feeling defeated because I had to go to work at Walmart and a hotel after owning a business for over 20 years, selling my house, losing everything. Thank you, hero. You're welcome. Document your journey of getting back to where you were. Document the trials, the tribulations, the pitfalls that you're having. Tell people where you're at now, where you're coming from, and you'll build a following. Game and party. Text to video. Food for life. There's a video here, and just to tell you guys how simple this is, there's a video where someone is recapping X-Men, the animated series recap, everything you need to know. They watched 78 episodes and recapped it in 35 minutes. They have 1.2 million views. Recapping X-Men. Why can't you do that? Why can't you make money recapping a TV show? I know you're going to say, well, they have a bunch of subscribers. Yeah, but they start off at 0. What's preventing you from doing that? Why can't you do that? Watch it, this one right here. Things you didn't know you could do in Canva. 25,000 views. Why can't you do that? Why can't you make that video? How to send message on Google Chat from Google Sheets. Pabbly. I was actually, you know what? Tell me, movie reactions are a great place to start. Tell me what you guys think about this. I was thinking about, I've got a bunch of YouTube channels. I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel or repurposing a current YouTube channel where I create content about high level. But then I was like, you know what? I could just probably do that for my own system. But essentially, I would create that YouTube channel to earn affiliate commissions. Just binge watch some reaction videos. I posted an Instagram reel every day for 6 months. Here's what I learned. Shane Gillis destroys Gary Vandertruck. Like, why can't you guys start a reaction video, a reaction channel? Pick a niche, react. Why can't you do that? How to create Instagram highlight covers. You could teach people how to do that. Exposing the truth about Shopify dropshipping. Like if you do like Instacart, let's say, you just have to start. Yes, that's it. You only have to start. Let's say you do Grubhub, DoorDash. Document your journey doing that. How much money you make with Grubhub and DoorDash. How many hours you spend. Create YouTube videos about that. Create TikTok videos about that. You would make more money documenting your journey doing that than actually doing it. In fact, one of the things I thought about doing was creating a video about how much money I made door dashing for X amount of time. What do you guys think about that? What if I did a video like that? How much money I made door dashing for 3 hours? There's people that do those videos all the time. How to make a project management website. Printables that sell, affiliate marketing, no followers. Maybe I'll do a reaction of this video. What other questions you guys have for me? Retail arbitrage. Well, it looks like it has died down a little bit. And if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out. It looks like we went live for about an hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. Hey, his channel's back. Daniel Hustle. All right. So you guys have a great day.